Hello and welcome back to the Barely Holding On podcast. I'm Kearney.
And I'm Ryan.
And we are back. It is officially December. We skipped last week. There's a lot going on. So we're going to do an episode this week, an episode next week, and then we will take our holiday break. So
yeah. Oh my gosh. The
so
holidays
soon.
are coming up.
It's scary.
I know. I'm like almost done with shopping-ish. I don't know what I'm going to get my brother. Terrified.
I'm like halfway done with shopping.
Yeah.
I'm trying to thrift most of my gifts because I do believe in the power of secondhand items. And really, like, you can find so many good things at the thrift store. And I found quite a few good items so far, but I need to do some more digging.
Oh yeah, I found a cute little. We went thrifting yesterday.
Yeah.
And I named him Chester, this like little dragon monster man, and he's like the cutest little thing ever, and I love him.
He's pretty derpy.
He's so derpy, and in the best way. And thank you for encouraging me to
absolutely.
pull trigger.
Ryan was like, I don't know if I need, and I was like, you literally picked him up, and you were like, oh my god, like what the fuck. I really like the Millennial Loteria game, and I really thought about buying it, but you just never know if like all the pieces are in there, and it was taped up, so I couldn't like check.
I know, because it's like, is it taped because they want all the pieces to stay there, or because they don't want you to know if all the pieces are there or not?
Yeah. But anyways, let's get into it, shall we? Media. Okay, so as everyone knows, it's Spotify Wrapped season, so we're gonna dive into our Spotify Wrapped.
Yes.
Do you want to start?
I can start with, if you want to do like, I have my
let's
top
do our
songs.
Yeah, let's do our top songs
and then
our top artists and top albums.
Okay,
because then we can add.
Can we go back and forth? Because I had to look up my top artists.
Mm-hmm.
My top 5 songs are "Messy" by Lola Young.
Oh,
number 1.
Yeah.
"Denial Is a River" by Doechii.
Nice.
"Wait for Me" from Hadestown musical.
Okay.
"Dead Mom" from Beetlejuice the musical.
Okay.
And then number 5, "The Giver" by Chappell Roan.
Oh, what a mix!
I know, but I think kind of fun.
That's a good mix.
I'm kind of proud of myself because there's only one, like the other, like the "Wait for Me" is an ensemble, but I mean, I guess the lead vocals in it is a man, but I feel like I've grown to the fact that it's mostly women.
Yeah.
And I feel really good about that because I think last year I had mostly male country artists, and I think it's showing growth.
It's giving growth. Yeah.
It's giving growth.
Yeah.
It's giving girls girl.
Well, unfortunately, I'm here to flip that switch in terms of female versus male lead. So everyone knows, well, everyone, that's ridiculous. If you listen to this or if you know me at all, my favorite band of all time is The Maine.
Yes.
I have other different favorite bands. They're not like the only thing that I listen to. And it's funny because they're not usually my top artist on Spotify. Like they typically will be if they have a new album released that year, but otherwise, like I'm not spinning them constantly. But they're my favorite band, not just because I love their music, but because I love the community. I have a bunch of friends that I've met through being fans of them. I travel to see that. Like it's the community is kind of what makes them
amazing. I mean, you just went to LA?
Yeah,
randomly for a
we'll talk about
too.
that. We'll talk about that. So my top songs, it's just stupid. It's so clear what my top artist and then top album would be. Top songs are "Don't Light the Match," "Until the High Wears Off," "Why I Hate It Here." Those are my top 3. Those are all from The Maine's album that they released back in January, like right when Fest happened last year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like an album, but it was this album where they had one track from each era. So it was either inspired by or written during that era, but never made it on their respective albums.
Got it. Okay.
So it was kind of like a vault situation, which was really cool, but they didn't treat it as like, we were like, oh, this is album 10. And they're like, no, this is just like a bonus separate thing.
Oh, I like that.
But it's such a good, like, it's not cohesive, obviously, on purpose. Like, it's not its own album, and that's why we're not thinking of it that way.
Yeah.
But all of the tracks are so good.
Oh, that's okay.
And I spun it, I think, on repeat on my drive back from Arizona after that Fest, because it had just dropped either right before Fest or when Fest started in January of this year. And my entire 5.5-6 hour drive home, I just listened to it the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
So the rest of my top songs, number 4 is "Basic Being Basic" by Joe.
Okay.
I've talked about that album on my Media of the Day. And number 5 was "Posh Spice" by the Technicolors off of their new album, which I also have talked about as my Media of the Day within the last few months.
I feel like we should do like a listening party, like on like a live or something like that, and like share music and just do like a listening thing.
I would love to do that.
Because I feel like you always have such new, like your you have your finger on the pulse when it comes to
I try to.
But, like,
not every
I
genre,
say it
but
sarcastically, but like you actually really do.
Yeah.
And I learned so much about like different bands and stuff
yeah.
like that. Like literally, if
I take great pride in that.
people
To be
will
very
hear-
clear,
they'll talk about a band, and then I'm like, oh, I already knew about them because Kearney told me about them. I'm like, you guys are late to the game.
Wait, that's a feather in my cap for sure, bro. I have to say, like, I feel like I'm not as diverse in my listening taste as I used to be. I still try to be, but I have always taken pride in my music taste and also, like, to your point, trying to keep up with like what's coming out. Obviously, I don't listen to every single genre. I listen to most genres. There aren't many genres that I dislike, but like the ones that really speak to me, I think I'm pretty up to date for the most part on what's coming out. I could always, and like my thought process, of course, and this is typical for me in general, is that I could always be doing more and I could always be like learning more and knowing more what's out there and what's going on, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. No, I love it.
What's your top artist?
Top artist is
Who's your top artist?
Doechii.
Hell yeah.
I
spun that record of hers. Denial is a River. Is that the name of that's the name of the album? No,
it's Alligator Bites.
Yeah,
Never
there we go.
Heal.
Sorry.
And that's actually my top album as well. I literally every time I was walking to class or like driving, I would put that on. It made me feel freaking ready for the day.
Yes.
I loved it. I loved every song. It was so good.
Alligator Bites Never Heal was an incredible album. That was a heavy rotation.
Best rap album, I believe, at the Grammys.
It definitely won a Grammy. It might have been best rap.
I want to say best rap.
She's incredible. And that album is fantastic. That was my heavy rotation gym album for like the first couple months of the year. Yeah. Really good. My top album, again, nobody's surprised, was Died by The Maine, and that's the name of it. It's Died because it was like each era they referred to as like a color, and that's kind of how we've kind of split by we I mean like the 8123 community. We've definitely split. That's how we refer to the eras for the most part. Like we'll refer to the album name obviously, but the color of that era is very ingrained in like how we discuss it and how they show up and how they put their like set designs together. The color comes in a lot. And so what's interesting is we've kind of been begging for, spoiler alert, we've kind of been begging for a green era. They haven't had a green era ever. And this secret pop-up show that I went to in LA this last week, which I'll talk about after we get through our Wrapped, they announced their headlining tour for next year and are teasing their next era, and it is indeed green. So snaps for that. We're happy and we're freaking out about it, which is great. But yeah, I think you went into your top artist, not top album, but you did both. So
I did both just because it was the same.
Yeah. So top album was Died, and my top artist was The Maine. So
yeah, that's also why I was like, yeah.
And again, I think that's the first time that's really happened where like my top song, top album, top artist are all from the same artist. So yeah, it was interesting, and especially being from The Maine, like that's. It's been a while. I think again when they have a new album they release, I think they tend to get up there for me, and they're always in my top artists no matter what. They're just usually not at number one. But my other top albums, and I think I've talked about all of these on the podcast, so they're at least I'm consistent. Number 2 is The Crux by Joe. I definitely talked about that album at some point because you didn't know who Joe was, and I had to explain.
Yep.
Number 3 is The Art of Loving by Olivia Dean. I absolutely talked about that album. I'm surprised that one wasn't higher for me because I had it on heavy rotation. I still do. It's still in my rotation currently. But I think Died and The Crux I had on rotation even more earlier in the year. And that's where they came in higher. Number 4 for me is Heavy Pulp by the Technicolors. Talked about that album as well. And that was in our giveaway that we did. And 5th album for me was Alligator Bites Never Heal by Doechii.
Nice.
So,
yeah, my like top 3, like first one, Alligator Bites Never Heal. Second, Man of the North by Liam St. John. Yep. And then my 3rd is Six the Musical, which doesn't make any sense because I straight up do not like that show, and I skip it every time that one of those songs are on. So I don't know what happened with that. I think maybe it was just in most of my playlists that I was listening to.
Their stats definitely aren't perfect, and I don't know if it's streams or completed streams. You know what I mean? Like.
Because that doesn't make any sense. Because I think if any show it would have been like Hamilton or
Right.
Dear Evan Hansen. Like once I actually listened, like
Yeah.
pull up the album for.
Yeah.
So that was a
Okay.
little wasn't sure on that one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. But you know.
Yeah. My other top artists, it goes The Maine, The Technicolors, Joe, Olivia Dean, Del Water Gap. Those are almost all of my top albums besides Del Water Gap. He has consistently been a heavy hitter for me. I really like his music. I talked about his new album on the podcast a few weeks ago. Yeah, so nothing super crazy to report. I'm trying to think, like, my minutes listened isn't really that many. I always take pride in that, and unfortunately, it wasn't that high. My listening age is fucking 20 because, like Ryan said, Spotify told me that I listen to new music a lot, which is true, but I'm like, I don't think that makes, I think it's interesting the way they do that because I'm listening to new music, but a lot of it, or at least half of it, is new music from artists that I've listened to for the last decade or two.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, but I get it. I think that's a fun little switch that they've put in there.
Yeah, my top artists were Doechii, Barrett Wilbert Weed, who is in the
That sounds like a
she's in the
SpongeBob character.
She's in the
Barrett Wilbert Weed?
Yeah, she's great. She's in the Heathers musical.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
I listened to
It's just
this
a
one
funny-
song. Also weird that this one song wasn't my top because I listened to it almost every single day. Anyway, third Chappell Roan, fourth Sabrina Carpenter, and then fifth Ben Platt.
Mm-hmm.
Which two
Yeah.
Broadway, three pop.
Heard.
Well, two pop and then one rap.
Heard.
So
And really briefly, because we're on the topic of Spotify Wrapped, I do want to, I called this out on my Instagram story a few days ago, but the day that Wrapped like came out, I had like 2 or 3, maybe 4 friends like tag us or send me their photo of us being their top podcast. And like,
that's so cool.
it's so cool. And here's the thing. We don't have a shit ton of listeners. We don't have crazy stats. It's nothing like that. That's not why we do it. But it was so unexpected, and it was so cool to see, like, and not even like close friends of mine that I knew listen, at least sometimes. It was like someone I know through the Maine.
Yeah.
And then it was my friend who was here visiting from Boston that I worked with in Greece. She was visiting last month. Like, it was
We're
cool.
people's number one.
Yeah, and here's the thing. We, just to share a couple of those stats, if you didn't see them on my Instagram story, our show was in the top 15% of videos on Spotify.
That's so cool.
Which I feel like is a crazy cool statistic. Like,
Yeah.
what? Us? What do you mean? We were the top podcast for 23 fans.
That's really cool.
That's super cool.
I have chills.
Our top comment country was Brazil. I've already commented on this. Cami does not live in Brazil. She lives in Portugal, but it's fine. It
They
probably is
try.
due to count settings. That's okay.
A white person must have made these stats.
Yeah, number one show for 23 fans. These were really cool to me. So the little like titles they give you, essentially a 2025 marathon show, which relates to like how many episodes or like how much people listen to us. A 2025 talked about show, which relates to how much people shared our podcast. And like some of those are me. Let's be real. I'm sharing it on the story, but like, and a 2025 talked about show is comments. Sorry. We were in some top percentage of people that get comments on their podcast.
Oh, wait,
And I was like, what? Really? And 2025 most shared show. So that's what I meant about people sharing us. But yeah, I thought that was super cool. And honestly,
I know my mom congratulated me this morning. She goes like, congrats on like being like top 15% of video or whatever. And I go, Mom.
That's cute.
So I'm like, I know you don't listen, but like, thanks.
but that's what I mean. Like, it's just, I didn't expect that at all. And it's just a little added bonus. Like, it was, I don't know, it was heartwarming.
Oh, it was really
What can I
cool.
say? But yeah.
I'm gonna have a complex now.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks
I mean,
for listening.
really,
I mean, yeah. What I meant was, thank you.
It's so fun for us to do this, and we talk about that all the time. So the fact that people listen is a bonus, and the fact that like I have friends that will ask me sometimes, or like coworkers, like, how's the podcast? And it's just, I don't know, it's just fun. And I've said this a million times, and it's probably a running joke at this point, but I'm just really proud of us for doing it and sticking with it, and we're consistent. Doesn't mean we don't like miss weeks because we have things going on, but we always
still
come back to it. And
It's just a 2-person.
yeah, it's
two-person
literally
operation.
it's a 2-person show, baby. You're looking at your
Two-person.
editor, social media man,
Yeah.
and it's just really fun, and it's added such a wonderful like outlet for me creatively in a couple of different ways. So Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening.
Yeah,
thank you for
thank you.
commenting. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for engaging with us. And we're not stopping anytime soon. So.
No, we're not. It's only going to get better from here.
It's only going to get more annoying from here.
Hell yeah.
Please. Please. Ryan.
Okay. What are
okay.
those called?
I don't know.
But that was a better one than I had yesterday.
That was better than you did in the car yesterday.
Okay, but the other, I knew that was bad. That's why I knew that like you weren't getting the full picture.
At least the self-awareness is good. It was that okay.
Tell me, what are those called though?
The poor people that aren't watching and that are just listening.
They know
It's a toy that was popular in like the 90s, early 2000s.
Probably before that.
Probably before that. It was like a stick thing that you like turned and it made noise every time you like turned it to a different side. Okay.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. I promise. I'm so sorry. But like,
so Jesus Christ. So
yes.
How was your last week?
Oh my
2
gosh.
weeks?
2 weeks, I think.
When was the last time? We did an episode
today's Saturday.
Pre-Thanksgiving, so that's
Sunday. Jesus.
Today's Sunday. We did an episode pre-Thanksgiving, so we haven't done an episode in December yet.
No. Wow. What have I I've been stressed but good.
Yeah.
Breath before it. No, I think just until next week is over, until finals are over, I'll be better.
Finals, baby.
But I saw this really cool candlelight like string quartet Hans Zimmer concert.
Cool.
Very cool. There was a very interesting group of people. It's a very mixed audience.
Yeah.
There were some people in gowns and some people in jeans and sweats.
Okay.
So I was
whoa. Yeah.
I think they just heard orchestra and they thought or just heard Hans Zimmer and assumed.
Look, San Diego formal is
But
different.
someone was in a full gown.
Yeah.
And I was like, and they were also having to be sitting behind us. And also they poured heavy drinks. And your girl is also on her period. So Ryan, and there's candles, or like, not actual candles, but you know, it looks like candles. Because that'd be a fire hazard.
They are candles, but they're fake.
Yeah. So, and then.
Well, you're like candles, but like not candles.
I don't know. Fake I don't know.
They're just flameless candles.
Yeah. And I started tearing up because I didn't know it was going to be a string quartet. I've only heard these songs typically kind of just on piano, not even like any sort of string instrument, and it moved me. And I also was just like, we are all these strangers in this really intimate space with these four. I just get so emo when it comes to things like that, and just especially like just the setting. And I literally was sitting there just like my shoulders just start shaking, and I'm like, I need to like pull myself together.
Oh boy.
Like, this can't. It's just something just moves me when it comes to that. I even get like
you
that
always get emo about live music. Which like I do too, but not quite to the
it
crying extent.
It fucks me up.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It was so beautiful. It was really cool. It was just a great time. Everyone was just really nice. The like bartenders were really sweet. You get like walked to your like seat. I felt so fancy. And I was like, oh, I'm this very highbrow. And then like, yeah, I don't know, it was just fun. I've never done anything like that.
That's fun. I've heard about those candlelight shows. I actually know someone who used to work. I know a couple people that used to work for that company, like putting those together.
The venue is really cool too.
Well, they always do.
A lot of stuff
they do
there.
different venues, so they're all over.
We was at the Adams Ave like theater. That kind of it was like an old movie. It looks like a movie theater.
Yeah.
So cute and just like really nice. Like I would definitely go back.
Cool.
For something else there.
Well, I also went to a show last week, but it was not an orchestra. It was the main. Shocker, I know. So it was the week of Thanksgiving, I think. Maybe it was the day before Thanksgiving. A couple of the guys were doing this live stream on like on Pillar, which is like this fans only app that they have. And I'm subscribed to it because like they do like special merch drops or whatever, and it's pretty cheap. So it's been worth it, and you get some ahead of the curve intel usually. So
more niche, like Patreon kind of vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a Discord/Patreon.
Kind of.
Okay.
So all of a sudden my friends are texting me and Twitter is freaking out because they are saying that they're doing some secret show in LA on December 1st. And I was like, oh, fuck, what the fuck, you guys? Like, God, this means I have to go. Like, I'm too close to LA. I'm not going to not go. I don't think they've ever done like a secret pop-up show before. Maybe they have, but it's been a long time.
Didn't we go to a free one at the, like, with all the boxes? the containers, like the shipping container place, and it was like a random pop-up. Am I crazy for that?
The shipping container place.
Yeah, like downtown. Was that with you? I went with Owen.
I think you went with that was probably the free tour.
Oh,
that
was when they did the Del Mar.
No, that was not the free tour. That was just like the Del Mar. Yeah.
Okay.
You maybe went to the free tour. I went to the free tour, but I was up at school. So I went to Orange County. So you probably went with Owen. But that was like advertised. Like that was a full tour that was like still advertised. You got tickets, whatever. But this was like secret. It was so you had to like sign up. You either had to DM them or send them to this new like text number that they have. And then you got details like it was like Sunday night or something.
Oh my gosh.
For the Monday night show.
So fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. So like I'm sitting here and trying to figure out. My friend from Phoenix who works for Southwest and gets free flights was like, okay, like I guess I'm gonna come. Like it's my day off, and she was like, can I stay with you? So I was like, yep, you can absolutely do that. So it was really thrown together last minute. It was super fun. It was at a venue called No Vacancy in LA. It's off of Hollywood Boulevard, which barf, but you know, fine.
I hate that area.
The venue's super cool. It's like this old Victorian hotel that they've turned into like a tiny concert venue, but also like a bar and a speakeasy, I think, during the week.
Oh, that's cool.
So you like enter from like around the back. You don't enter from Hollywood Boulevard, and it's like tucked behind a couple of other buildings. But it was really sick. So they like any bands that perform, they perform on the porch, like facing the backyard, and it's like maybe a couple hundred people max occupancy in terms of like just the outdoor area. It was so fun. So they did 2 shows. And they were going to be shorter. So it was, the text said that like doors were going to be at 6 p.m. for the first one and doors were at 8:30 for the second one. And we were like, did we say I mean, like, let's try to get up there, see if we can get into the first one. And then we'll see if we stay, like, whatever. I was like, I don't need to, but so we get up there, we meet up with a couple other friends that happen to be going. And in true, the main fashion, doors did not open at 6. They opened a little later, but it's fine. And, again, the porch is where they're performing. And so like, you have full access to like the full first floor of the house because there's bathrooms, there's a bar, there's like a little merch stand too. And so I'm standing there and I was like, oh, I can see the set list. Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
And the set list was 1 song from each album. And then they closed it out by performing Ho Ho Hopefully, which is, they have a tiny Christmas EP that they did like in their first couple of years.
Yeah.
And Ho Ho Hopefully, December 1st
Sounds
is like
something that would be on at Tilly's.
Yeah, December 1st is like a thing for the main fan base because the first lyric of that song is December 1st, I'm in a foreign state, I'm running late. So they did a show. They happened to do a show on their last tour in, I think it was Columbus, Ohio on December 1st, 2 years ago. And me and my little like core group of the main friends all flew out because one of them lives in Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
We flew out and we saw that show together, which was really fun. And I think they played Ho Ho Hopefully. Anyways, but they played it for the secret show. So we saw the first one. It was super fucking fun. And we were like, yeah, what are they going to do? Kick us out and make us re-enter? We're not doing that. Let's just hide at the, like, let's go to the bathroom, kill some time, whatever. Because they give us wristbands that were a certain color. And we were like, well, I don't know if they're going to, like, make us all leave and make us all re-enter.
Yeah.
But, like,
just
they don't have crazy security here. Like, it's a small venue. So they didn't do that. We stayed in there, as did 20 to 30-ish other people. And the second group that came in did get a different color wristband, but nobody was like checking. So we stayed for the second show. They've switched it up a little bit. There were like a couple songs that were different. But it was super fun. They had like projectors that were up. There's these like the backs of the buildings kind of look over the courtyard, which is the backyard of this like house venue place. And on the projections, they had the list of cities, not the dates, but the list of cities that were going to be for the tour. And then the tour name is I Love You, But I Chose the Maine. And so that was like a graphic up there with like,
that's so fun.
It was super fun. It was really, really fun. It was once in a lifetime. I was absolutely fucking exhausted. We didn't get back till 1:30.
Oh my gosh, I bet.
And I had work the next day, and it was this last week where I had like 3-4 events at work in the same week. So I was fucking tired, but it was really worth it and it was really fun. So cheers to the Maine. I'm very looking forward to a new tour. New album is coming at some point, but John said he still has to write and record 4.5 songs worth of vocals. So it doesn't sound like that album's coming before the headlining tour,
nope,
but
maybe not.
Yeah, they're coming to San Diego, so I'm very
go.
much looking forward to that. Yeah, we should go. The date is probably going to be around, if not on Ken's birthday. Sorry, Ken, we'll figure it out.
Hey,
if it's on his birthday, I'm gonna
love
have
you,
to.
but I chose the main.
God, it's so true.
Wait, you should literally have that. It's my boyfriend's birthday, and I
Yeah.
chose to be here.
Here's the thing: if
It'd be so
the San
funny.
Diego date is on his birthday, I'm not gonna skip his birthday. But the LA
just bring
the
him.
LA date is on the 28th, so I'm hoping the San Diego date
No, it'd
will
be
just be
so
one night
funny,
before.
though.
It would be funny.
It'd be so
We'll
funny.
see if he's down. Anyways,
I hope he is, because then it literally, like, I took my boyfriend here for his birthday.
Yep.
I chose the main or
Yep.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and then he's there. I think it'd
Yeah.
still be a fun.
it would be
thing.
funny. But yeah, that was kind of the main thing for the main.
I literally had to stop.
But in this crazy week of the secret show that I've made my entire Monday night all about, all of these events at work, Ken is in his last crazy week at work of crazy long hours and everything. Today is his last day. It's Sunday, and he is working today because it's open enrollment and it's going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over there.
Mm.
In the midst of all that, we also toured a couple places that we really like, got approved for a condo, put our security deposit down, and have a lease to sign.
So we're also going to be in a new location.
Yeah, not next episode, but when we come back after the holidays, we will be in my new home.
That's
which will
gonna be crazy.
Same couch, new home,
Yeah.
and it's literally like 2 blocks away from my current place, which is just what we wanted because we wanted to stay in the neighborhood.
But there's parking for
But it's
Ryan.
great.
I'm
There is
excited.
parking for Ryan. Yeah, so that's been exciting too, but it's been a fucking doozy and a whirlwind of a goddamn week. So
Yeah.
looking forward to the holidays, and it's going to be fast and furious as we scooch towards that. And now I need to, pack my entire fucking house up in the next week or two. So,
Go team.
but who's
That's good.
counting? It's mine. Oh,
Percy, yes.
whoa. Any other updates from you?
What
do we got?
I feel like I did, but I don't. I
Mm.
think my brain is just. Oh, I'm starting a new job.
Oh, yeah.
Next week. Next
Add
weekend.
it to the list.
Add it to the list. Another thing. Another sport. Collecting.
Why'd you? Another sport. Dead
No,
silence.
I'm really excited. No, I
No,
am.
it is, and I'm glad for you that it's not as intensive as the other jobs.
Yeah, no, and it's same arena.
Currently?
I'm gonna be
that's
following
fair.
around someone, so I'll be good the first time
good.
and stuff.
That's
so
good.
and it's a lot of people that I know from other sports that I work with and stuff. So
Yeah.
Oh, and I saw Wicked. I forgot.
Oh yes, we haven't talked about Wicked.
No.
Okay, Wicked.
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 I went and saw Wicked with my friends Brittany, Tyler, and then my mom. We went to the Mira Mesa Edwards, which I'd never been. We went and sat
That's
in
a
the
nice one.
recliners.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was. I can't go back.
Mhm.
I just wish they weren't a Pepsi place. That's the only gripe I have.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So
I went to AMC in Mission Valley, and those
Okay.
those seats are still the old seats, but I don't mind them. I mean,
it's
fine.
still. I think it's still one of the better theaters
Yeah.
closer by.
I prefer Fashion Valley, but ugh,
Ugh, I don't want to drive all the way over there.
busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went and saw that. I know that you'd already seen it, and you're like, I'm not gonna make it my thing. And I'm like, I was stoked. I was really excited. Some of my favorite songs are in the second one.
I feel like for
I-
most people, it's the opposite.
Can you hold my mic for a second?
Oh no.
Madame Morrible,
Oh.
Flip It Around, Wicked Witch.
I have to say, I was literally talking to Amanda about how we both hate that.
I
I don't know what it is. I hate it.
hate it so
And I
much,
literally
but it's now
told-
my new favorite
I literally
thing.
told Amanda, I was like,
It's
I
my
expect
6-7.
I expect to hear that out of Ryan's mouth once per hour as her new vocal stim.
I've done
And I was
really
surprised
well.
you didn't say it yesterday when we were hanging out at all. So
no,
that was surprising.
it's not gonna be fully in my vernacular, but it was cracking me up whenever I heard it. That woman sucks. She's a great actress.
She's a great actress. She was horrible in Wicked.
Horrible.
Why did we cast her for that role?
Her acting wasn't even that good.
No,
she's done.
But it was probably because she was so uncomfortable with the fact that she can't fucking sing.
No, and they could.
my
They could
God.
have mixed her a little bit more.
Oh
and that,
my God, it was awful.
You can't tell as much in the first one because a lot of those parts are
Yes.
speaking, and that's how it is in the show. But then, girl, they could have. They did
It
her
was
dirty.
They did her real fucking dirty. We should not have cast her.
No,
And this is, I think I had the same qualm
she looks the part.
after I watched the first Wicked movie, and obviously it's the same cast, but it was it just bothers me that some of our casting choices were just
Names.
B-list grabs.
Yeah,
it was
I
just
agree.
to make it bigger. Don't fucking do that shit. That's one of the things that bothers me about when we take a musical or make it a movie, or take a play and make it a movie is, and a book too, but I think particularly when it comes to another medium where there are actors and singers and performers,
Yeah,
and
that
you're
already
not going to
exists.
use the same caliber of that when you turn it into a movie. I'm not saying you need only
No.
Broadway people.
No,
But
I
what I
know.
am saying is that if we want to make it as strong of a story, you have to have the fucking talent behind it.
And that's why
Cynthia,
they-
great.
yeah.
Ariana, great.
Because Cynthia, she's Broadway.
Yes.
But also, so that's why they ruined the Mean Girls movie, because
Yeah.
they only.
Oh my God.
They
Katie Heron is fucking terrible in that
awful.
movie.
And then
She's so
Dear Evan
bad.
Hansen, bad casting, took out some of the best
I didn't even
songs.
watch the movie.
Awful.
Yeah.
And then the reason why Les Mis did so well because it was like 50-50 Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
And like had original
And that's what I mean,
and
like,
really good
yes.
singers.
You don't have to do only Broadway, but you cannot fucking fake it on the big screen. You just can't. Like, Jeff Goldblum toed the line for me. And that's only because he's playing a character. So you can sing those songs and it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But Madam, oh my God.
Madam Horrible.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's not really a whoa, never thought of that one.
Well,
you know?
okay, whatever.
No, I get it. But the rest of the cast, I think for the most part, obviously Jonathan Bailey did a wonderful job.
My mom just goes, that man. She goes, and I go, and she's like, too bad. And I go, mom. And she's like, I'm like, you know, he's the sexiest man. She goes, oh, I know. She's
she
like,
gets
well
it.
desered.
She gets it. Yeah, she gets it.
I love my mom.
Here's the
so
thing.
Funny.
I thought it was well done. I again, like, Wicked is not. I still would really like to see the musical. I get the hype, but I'm not like a crazy fan of it. I was more impressed with Ariana in this one than there's still moments where I'm like, ugh, she's not fully out of the Ariana, the chin, the pop, the things.
I don't think she ever
that she
will
does
because of her
but
look as well.
She worked very hard on it, and I think that came through pretty well. So
I agree.
I think they both did a wonderful job. I think the movie, I think it's a great movie. It's fun, and I think too, like, just from a marketing perspective, like they went all out. Obviously, they did all the money grabs they could, and I don't look down on that. I think what I really enjoyed too, apart from just the movie itself, was like it made going to the movies an event again, and we don't get that a lot anymore. Like Barbenheimer was the last one, but we don't get a lot of like huge hype over movie and like it's an event to go to the theater. There's like backdrops to take pictures at the theater.
Yeah, people are a lot
There's
more into
things like people are
shows.
dressing up to go to the like it's not movies are dying a little bit and I hate that.
Yeah.
Movie theaters are dying for sure. And so that I really enjoyed that part of it.
No, I really enjoyed it. Again, there's a couple of my favorite songs. Now I do have a bone to pick with these two added songs. I understand the second act a lot shorter. I understand that there's a lot less to be doing. Actually, before I even mention the songs, the amount of floating and flying around pissed me the fuck off in this movie. Put your feet on the ground. It made it so cheesy.
I thought
in some of like, especially in As Long As You're Mine.
Yes. No, I was just gonna say like,
I'm like,
them floating over to the bed. I was like, this is
disgusting.
This is stupid.
I
didn't like that at all.
It gave me the ick. And then the two added songs. Now I understand you're tying in Wizard of Oz with Cynthia's song, like the No Place Like Home, whatever it was. I understand totally. The cheesiest shit, singing to the animals like a goddamn Disney princess. Like, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't for me. This story is better and I think has a lot more like meaning behind it than just a typical Disney movie of like a lot of just like the otherness of people and all of that. And then it just cheeseballed it. Ariana's, it just bored me. Like, she did a great job.
Which one was that? Which one was
it? It was
that
about
added?
like being in a bubble. It's like,
The
because like
bubble
she's not like other pretty girls. She has depth. Like, if there's more to her. Like, she doesn't have magic and all she has is her looks and blah blah blah. I don't know.
That song I could have done without.
I could have done without.
I didn't mind Cynthia's, but
it was
the girl in the
fine.
bubble. I was like, okay.
I don't know. It was like, again, I get it. I get why they added them. I'm happy that they did. It made sense. It like through the story and everything. But it's still, I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to do that?
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think that they also stayed pretty true to like the original scores.
Mm-hmm.
because I was nervous with how they broke up Defying Gravity with all this buildup, and then when you're listening to the song, there's just like this weird like break in right before you hit like the final crescendo of the song, and it just felt too like disconnected for me. But then these ones, I feel like they all the way through, like I would actually like listen to it.
Yeah.
Where other ones, I'm like, I don't want to listen to that version. I'd rather just listen to Idina Menzel or Adele Dazeem.
Adele Nazim.
So wickedly talented Adele Dazeem.
Classic.
But
never forget.
yeah, I think it was done really well. Teared up, of course. It gets me.
Yeah.
Not as much as the Broadway show did.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my thoughts.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think overall, obviously, it was pretty good. So it would be a fun. Well, I honestly, my only other thing too is I understand that there's a lot in the story, but I really do think we could have just made it one fucking movie. Like,
it would have been too long. I don't think
I know, but I don't think we
it.
needed to.
I think it was fun. I think I'd like to watch them back to back. I think it was
just so many hours.
The second doesn't hold the flame to the first half, just because the first half is so fun, and you don't get that like juxtaposition when it's like watching the movies separately. I feel like you really need to watch them back to back to get the full experience.
Well, and that's the trick with like, again, taking a musical or a play and putting into two movies is like kind of defeats the purpose a little bit.
They kept the songs, because a lot of movie musicals, when they do keep it in one movie, then they cut a lot. And I understand some of them, like we have a character song here and there, like it can be done without. Yeah. But then there's some of these character songs that like are so prevalent to the story that like move it along. Totally. Like they're there for a reason. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah. Overall, though, it was good.
Yeah. Overall, I did enjoy it.
It was fun. Well, thank you for joining us. This is a quick one this week, but we will be back next week, and then we will take the holidays off. So enjoy your December for however you celebrate. I hope you do things that make you feel that little holiday joy. I know I'm trying to cultivate that for myself and be conscious about it, because otherwise the weeks go so fast throughout the season. So enjoy it. Take care of yourself. It's getting chilly out here, so it's pretty nice. It's pretty cold.
I know. I like it. Ooh,
all right. We will see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.